What do you do when you don't feel like showing up? It's a question that lingers in the back of our minds, a challenge that whispers doubts into our ears. How do you confront that feeling of resistance, that urge to stay put, to avoid the effort that lies ahead? It's a question we all face, often more than we'd like to admit. It's a universal struggle, a common thread that binds us together in our shared human experience. We all have those days when the weight of responsibility feels too heavy to bear, when the path forward seems shrouded in fog. The alarm rings, the bed is warm, a tempting sanctuary from the demands of the day, and your goals feel distant, like stars twinkling in a faraway galaxy, their light barely reaching you through the haze of fatigue and uncertainty. The blank page, the looming deadline, the endless distractions, a constant barrage vying for your attention, pulling you further away from your intended path. Resistance is universal. It's a force that pushes against progress, a current that tries to sweep you off course. We wait for motivation, thinking it's the key to progress, the magic ingredient that will suddenly make everything feel effortless. But that's a trap, a cleverly disguised illusion that keeps us stuck in a cycle of procrastination and disappointment. If you only act when inspired, you'll rarely accomplish much. Inspiration is fleeting, a fickle friend that comes and goes as it pleases. The most successful people don't wait for motivation, they act anyway. They understand that action precedes motivation, that the simple act of starting can ignite the spark of inspiration. The feeling of not wanting to do the work is just that, a feeling, not a stop sign. It's a temporary state, a passing cloud that doesn't have to dictate your actions. Discipline is what separates intention from achievement. It's the bridge that spans the gap between your dreams and your reality. It's about honoring your commitment, especially when it's hardest. It's about pushing past the discomfort, the resistance, and staying true to the promises you've made to yourself. The answer to, what do you do when you don't feel like it, is simple. You do it anyway. You take that first step, you pick up that pen, you open that document, and you begin. In showing up, you build something far more powerful than motivation. You build momentum, you build confidence, and you build a track record of success that will carry you through even the toughest of times. You cultivate resilience, and you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Motivation is an emotion, unpredictable and fleeting. If you only act when you feel motivated, your progress will be inconsistent at best. Imagine a pilot who only flies in perfect weather. They'd rarely leave the ground. The same goes for your goals. Waiting for the right feeling means you'll rarely act. Starting a business, writing a book, or getting fit all begin with excitement, but that fades. When setbacks hit, motivation disappears. Those who rely on discipline keep going anyway. They follow their systems, not their moods. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fuel that keeps the fire burning. Build habits and systems that work even on your worst days. True achievement comes from doing the work, not waiting to feel like it. When you act regardless of emotion, you move from wishing to becoming. That's the secret to long-term success. Discipline is doing it even when you don't feel like it. This is the foundation of all achievement. It's the athlete training before dawn, the writer typing through a block, the student studying when tired. Discipline isn't about being emotionless. It's about building your future, one action at a time. Every disciplined choice is a vote for your future self. Procrastination borrows happiness from tomorrow. Discipline invests in it. Dreams without discipline are just wishes. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is consistency, not talent. Progress is built on the steady hum of daily effort. Discipline transforms vague wishes into reality. That's how you become who you want to be. The most powerful habit you can cultivate isn't about grand gestures or monumental efforts. It's something far simpler, yet profoundly effective: simply showing up. It's about making the conscious decision to be present, to participate, even when your motivation is low or your energy is depleted. It's the quiet act of commitment that lays the foundation for lasting change. One workout, on its own, won't magically transform you into a fitness icon. Similarly, one page of writing won't instantly finish a book and make you a best-selling author. But each small act, each instance of showing up, is a vote for your new identity, a declaration of who you are becoming. It's a building block in the construction of a better you. The ultimate goal isn't to achieve a monumental breakthrough every single day. That's unrealistic and unsustainable. Instead, the true power lies in consistency, in the unwavering commitment to showing up day after day, even when it feels difficult. When you make the effort to show up, even if it's just for a few minutes, even if you only manage a fraction of what you intended, you subtly but powerfully reinforce the belief, I am the kind of person who does this. This is who I am. Your identity isn't some fixed, immutable thing. It's a fluid concept that is built and shaped through repeated action, not just wishful intention. It's the accumulation of your habits that defines you. The initial days are often the hardest, filled with resistance and the temptation to quit. But as you persist, momentum gradually grows with each small win, each successful completion of your chosen activity. Over time, your brain begins to rewire itself, forging new neural pathways that support your desired habits. And eventually, the habit becomes an ingrained part of who you are, an automatic behavior that requires less and less conscious effort. Discipline, in this context, creates a powerful feedback loop. Consistent action builds a stronger identity, and that strengthened identity, in turn, fuels further action. Eventually, the behavior transforms from a conscious effort into an automatic response, a natural part of your daily routine. It's not about relying on sheer willpower forever. That's a finite resource. Instead, it's about strategically designing your environment and habits to make the right choice the easy, natural, and almost inevitable one. The real power doesn't lie in isolated bursts of intense effort, but in the accumulation of small, consistent acts performed over time. So show up, even when you don't feel like it, even when your motivation is waning, even when you'd rather be doing something else. That's how true, lasting transformation happens, one small act at a time. Discipline isn't just about ticking off tasks on a to-do list or simply getting things done. It's a far more profound force in shaping your life. It's not merely about adhering to a rigid schedule or forcing yourself through unpleasant activities. It's about fundamentally becoming someone new, someone stronger, more capable, and more aligned with your ideal self. It's about evolving into the person you've always aspired to be. Habits are the building blocks, the very foundation upon which this identity change is constructed. They are the daily rituals, the consistent actions that, over time, mold and redefine who you are. You don't become disciplined overnight. It's not a sudden transformation. It's a gradual process, a journey of consistent effort and unwavering commitment. You build it brick by brick, one small action at a time. Each disciplined choice, each act of willpower contributes to the overall structure of your new identity. Each disciplined choice is evidence, a tangible demonstration to yourself. I am someone who follows through. I am someone who keeps their promises. I am someone who is committed to their goals. Take learning a language as an example. At first you're just trying, stumbling over words, struggling with grammar, and feeling overwhelmed by the sheer volume of new information. But daily practice, even just a few minutes each day, gradually shifts your identity. It subtly transforms your perception of yourself. Slowly but surely, you become a speaker, someone who can communicate in another language, someone who can connect with people from different cultures. As your identity changes, as you begin to see yourself as a disciplined and capable individual, actions become easier and more automatic. The things that once felt like a struggle now flow effortlessly. Discipline builds habits, creating a solid foundation for your desired identity. Habits build identity, reinforcing your belief in your ability to achieve your goals. And identity sustains discipline, creating a powerful, self-reinforcing cycle that propels you forward. Focus on the system, the daily practices and routines, not just the ultimate goal. Fall in love with the process, find joy in the daily grind, and embrace the challenges along the way. And the results will naturally follow, almost as a byproduct of your dedication and commitment. The joy is in becoming the person, in the journey of self-improvement and personal growth, who can achieve the goal, not just in reaching it. It's about the transformation you undergo in the process. Discipline is the tool that sculpts your future self, shaping you into the person you are destined to be. Every small act chips away at who you were, at your limitations and insecurities, revealing who you can be, your true potential, your hidden strengths, and your untapped abilities. That's the real power of discipline, the power to transform yourself, to create a new identity, and to unlock your full potential. Anthony Trollope, a prolific Victorian novelist, didn't rely on inspiration, he relied on discipline. Despite a demanding day job, he wrote every morning at 5:30 a.m., demanding 250 words every 15 minutes. If he finished a novel, he started the next one immediately. Writing was his job, not a mystical art. His routine was mechanical, precise, and non-negotiable. Trollope's consistency produced an astonishing body of work, far outpacing peers who waited for inspiration. His success was built on routine, not talent or passion. He let habit carry him through uninspired days. Trollope's story proves, discipline automates success. Focus on effort, not emotion, and results will follow. The key to building discipline is to start small, ridiculously small. Most people fail by trying to do too much, too soon. Instead, make the first step so easy you can't say no. Put on your workout clothes, write one sentence, read one page. The goal isn't intensity, it's consistency. The 2-minute rule make the habit so simple you can do it even on your worst day. Every repetition reinforces your new identity. Don't aim for your ultimate goal on day one, become the person who can achieve it. Break your goal into the smallest possible action. Consistent tiny wins build momentum. Don't focus on the finish line, just take the next step. That's how real change begins. Once you start small, build structure around your habits and remove friction. Discipline thrives in clarity and ease. Make good habits the path of least resistance. Use routines and habit stacking, link new habits to existing ones. For example, after pouring coffee, meditate for 1 minute. Automate decisions so you don't rely on willpower. Remove distractions and add friction to bad habits. Leave your phone in another room, keep healthy snacks visible. Design your environment to support your goals. The most disciplined people aren't superhuman, they just structure their lives for success. Track your progress and reward consistency. Discipline is about making the right choice the easy choice. The biggest myth is that you need to feel ready to start. We wait for the perfect moment, but it never comes. Readiness is not a prerequisite, it's a result of action. You don't need to see the whole path, just take the first step. Clarity and confidence come from doing, not waiting. The most impressive people started with doubt, but acted anyway. They chose progress over perfection. Don't wait for motivation or the right time. Start now, with what you have. The act of beginning is the most powerful step. It's when you move from dreaming to doing. Motivation starts you. Discipline keeps you going. Legacy is built by those who don't quit. Start today. The beginning is now.